Hey, it's Erin. Last time we talked about 5 of my top 10 favorite shoulder exercises. Well, we're back for round 2. This is the second half of our top 10 shoulder exercises. Now, these exercises can be used in place of what you're currently doing, and as always, I'll talk through each exercise, cues you can use, and specifically why this exercise is one of my top 10 favorites. So if you're looking to grow bolder shoulders, or if you're just looking to sculpt parts of the shoulder for a specific look, these exercises can really come in handy. So without further ado, let's train. Our first exercise is a high incline seated dumbbell shoulder press. Now for the bench here, if you have an adjustable bench, adjust it all the way up to its highest position. You're going to be just below 90 degrees, and that's going to be perfect for that proper pressing form. If you ever experience little aches and pains with traditional shoulder press, putting the bench at a slight incline is really going to make a huge difference. Now for this particular variation, feet flat on the floor, you want those sit bones or your glutes pressed nice into the seat, core tight, chest up, lower arms perpendicular to the floor. You want to lower those dumbbells to just about clavicle height, keeping constant tension the entire time. Wrap those thumbs around the dumbbells. Our next exercise is a shoulder press variation. This is a Dumbbell Y Press. Now for this particular exercise, I will be sitting straight up. So you want your torso perpendicular to the floor. Again, feet nice and flat. You want to make sure that you're sitting evenly on those sit bones. Now for the Y press, choose a light weight here, because you're not only pressing up, but you're also pressing out. This is going to help target those lateral or those side delts. And as you bring the dumbbells back in, you want to think about bringing them to your delts. As you press them up and out. Keep in mind, the farther out you press, the harder the exercise becomes. Our next exercise is an incline lateral raise. Now, think about gravity and how you normally do lateral raises. A lot of times we're seated or standing. So the initial part of that range of motion, you're really not fighting much against gravity. By placing your body at an incline, we're making the starting point of this exercise the most difficult. We're adding the most resistance there. This is going to lead to huge gains because you're not really ever able to train the exercise in this range of motion here, unless you're using something like cables. Now you want your bench at about a 45-degree angle. Again, play around with the angle because you may like it a little higher or a little bit lower. Make sure your body is in plank position and think about keeping your arm in line with your body. You can place it slightly in front if you feel it a little bit more that way. Slight bend to the elbow. You don't want to lock the elbow out. Overhand grip, wrist nice and straight. Keep the rest of the body still. Do not use momentum. And don't spend a lot of time at the bottom. So don't allow that dumbbell to rest. Keep it moving, and you don't have to go all the way up with this because, again, gravity, we're working against it. Our next exercise is the Poliquin Raise. Now this is about 2 exercises in one if you think about it. You're going to grab dumbbells that you would normally not be able to do with a regular lateral raise. You're going to go a little bit heavier here. Now, the first part of this exercise is a curl to a short lever lateral raise. This short lever helps you get those dumbbells up into that position. Once you get up, you want to extend your arms and then control that negative portion. This is where we're building the strength. So in using dumbbells heavier than you would normally use for regular lateral raises, you're able to essentially force some reps in and get much stronger. So curl, short lever lateral raise, extend the arms, really control that negative. You want to think about keeping those palms down, wrist straight, and you want your arms straight when you extend, but don't lock the elbows out. And keep this exercise moving, but you really want to focus on that negative or eccentric part of the exercise. This one is a tough one, and if you've never done them before, I think you're really gonna like it. All right, our next exercise is a plate press. Now for this exercise, you wanna grab a plate. You can also grab a dumbbell and hold each end of the dumbbell. And what you're going to do is stand feet shoulder width apart, knees soft to absorb any shock, core tight, chest up. And you want to think about keeping those elbows in, bringing that plate to your chest and pressing it up and out, keeping constant tension on those delts. Now here you're going to work the lateral or the side delts and the front delts. And this exercise is great as a finisher. You can also use it towards the beginning of a workout. If you go a little bit heavier. For this one, I'm going a bit lighter. The dumbbell does come in handy because if you have plates at your gym, usually 10 or 25-pound plates, a lot of us are in between that. So feel free to substitute a dumbbell if you need. Now press out, press up just a little bit, keeping the weight moving the entire time and keeping constant tension. For any of these exercises, if it's your first time trying them, I always recommend that you start with a lighter weight and go nice and slow. The most important thing is, of course, proper form, but also getting that mind-muscle connection. We want a really great contraction, and we want to feel the muscle work in exactly the spot where we want to grow it or shape it. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and joining the Fit Fam. And if you try any of these exercises and you love them, please tag me on social media. I would love to see you take these exercises and make them your own. That's it for this time. Until next time, train hard, y'all.